everybody. It's Friday and it's the day after the Ideas Explosion, and I'm taking the young people who helped me as tutors all week out on this bus, Robbie's buses. He's a part of our church and community, but really a part of Auckland, both Robbie and Robbie, husband and wife. Now, today, it's kind of a reward day. The young people worked all week without pay and chose not to use their video games and all kinds of things. The fourth principle in the Ideas Explosion, the final one, is always do your best in God's work. What does that mean? It's about life. God is the joy and the goodness and the courage of life. And so I'm wanting to say to you, always do your best. And that's what the young people try to do. Now, we don't do it all the time, but that's the principle. Now, I want you to meet a young man. His name is Ethan, and he shares the spirit of that principle, not just for 4 days in the Ideas Explosion, but about his life, how hard it was to belong to a new country with only his dad and his brother. So meet Ethan, a wonderful young man.
I think I did a hard work to just join this community, because it's a totally different community than the community in China. Over here, I have to accept myself in a totally different culture, and I have to learn everything about it. Like, I've never tried that. I never gone to church in China. Yeah, and I've learned a lot of things about here and churches and Christians, and I really love to join this community.
Tell me, what was one of the most difficult things?
Probably communications. I can't really talk much about myself because I don't really know English. So a lot of times when I try to speak like to the other person, I have to explain it with both of my hand and my mouth.
Has it worked?
Yeah, it's been working good.
What helps you the most to overcome these things?
Probably friends and families.
Tell me about your family.
Yeah, my mom's in China, so my dad have to take care of us. And he has been working hard since the first day we come here. Yeah, and
Does that inspire you a bit?
yeah, it does inspire me to not piss my dad.
It's very good. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you.
How do we be an example to the young people? Because we're just human. But I think if they sense in us that we want to give our very best to them, the best of our relationships, the best of our work habits, the best of our somehow wanting to keep believing in a better world. Always do your best in God's work. And this is, I'll finish with the little song. Always do your best in God's work. Second best will never do. Ching, ching, ching. Always do your best in God's work. God always does his best for you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, cha-cha-cha. The day away. My friends, there's still some more of it. Let's give it our best. God loves you, and the world needs you. See you tomorrow.
The fourth principle is always do your best at God's work.